This video is going to show you how to set up your inventory items in order for them to be put on the report for dropship to vendors like McKesson and VGM. Once you set up an inventory item, you don't have to go back into that item as far as items that need to go to dropship unless they change their product ID number or the packaging. You're going to set up your items by going into Maintain Inventory Item. I'm going to just search for one. You're going to put in the model number, the product ID of the vendor. So the vendor's product ID number. Then you're going to go into all your price levels and make sure your units are correct. Their eaches, their boxes, packages, bags, whatever the vendor has said those items are, the units of measure. Once you have the inventory items set up, you only have to one time go into Maintain Auxiliary, go into Shipping Method, and create a shipping method called Drop Ship. Okay. Then you're going to, I already have one in there, that's why I'm not going to save it. Then you're going to go into an order just like normal. You're going to create the order. You're going to put in your shipping date. You're going to pick your customer, and you're going to come to shipping and choose drop ship. You're then going to save, and you're going to pick your items that you are going to want to be drop shipped to that vendor. I'm going to save. The report can be sent once a day. We can create a report for every single order, but most people will just do one order at the end of the day. The vendors all do a close at 3 p.m. Eastern. So you want to get your drop ships in by 3 p.m. Eastern so they get out that day. Anything after 3 p.m. Eastern will go the next day. In order to run this report, you're going to go into the order and you're going to click on the drop down next to print. And you're going to choose drop ship or report. You're going to choose your beginning date and your end date. Most of the time it's going to be the same date. The only times you're going to use a date span is if you want to go ahead and get your weekend deliveries out. So if it's Friday, you want to do Friday and Saturdays, you can get those out. Or if it's Monday and you want to do Sunday and Mondays, you can do that as well. You're going to click OK, and it's going to get your report ready. Now this report you're not going to print out, you're going to save it, you're going to export it out of DMEWorks. So you're going to click on the first button right here, and you're going to call it whatever you want, but I usually call it Dropship 8/22/2019, and I'm going to change this to Microsoft Excel 97 2003 data only. And then this is where it's going to save. I like to create in documents a folder called Dropship and save it in that folder so I know where it is. Okay. Now, depending on your vendor, some vendors will take an Excel file, some vendors will not. So depending on your vendor, if you have to change that to a CSV file, I'm just going to open it up here in Recent, and I can go to File, Save As, and change this to a CSV, and save. Then the next step, depending on your vendor, you're either going to upload it with an FTP, or they're going to sweep that folder. So you would tell them what folder you put that item in. If I have to upload it, I'm going to go to